Okay, I'm being baited. This streamer tier list, I'm 100% being baited. This is a master bait tier list. Black Desert YouTuber streamer tier list. It's got 44 views 1 day ago. This guy knew that I was gonna watch. There's no way. He uploaded his own videos. The only person that's uploaded. There's no way. I need to know where we ended up being on this tier list. More importantly, where's Wutaru?
Now, as advertised, we will now...
Did you see? Look at this. This is shameless. He taped this like 3 times. Watch this.
Now, as advertised, we will now show our YouTube...
Did you see it? There it is. See that? He filmed that like 6 times. You know it. Key!
We will now show our YouTuber tier listing. A tier. Chris Polly. His...
I immediately regret watching this video. Immediately regret. I lost. Are you kidding? What? Bro, he literally clickbaits you all the time. He's like, yo, guys, new class information leaked. Click here. Guys, newsflash. There's no actual class information. No leaks, nothing. He's using AI, okay? Like literally there's nothing there, okay? He literally uploads the trailer 1 for 1. 1 for 1. Wukong combat trailer, minute 38 seconds. I'm not joking. There's no change. It is literally just the trailer. Correction, there's one change. He put his copyright logo in the bottom right just so that he could brand it as his content. My bad. Okay, and I understand that this is kind of this is hypocritical coming from the reaction streamer, but like, come on. God, that character's hot.
Accent and insane speed, he can throw YouTube videos up within 20 minutes of new content being released. You
hear that note? 20 minutes is the bar. It's your fault that we're losing to the guy that can't speak English. Get your shit together, Note. 20 minutes. 20 minutes. I finished reacting to it. It's up on YouTube immediately.
Fucking said leaks once a new class information, then went to ChatGPT and asked it about the new class in BDO. I wanted to kill myself.
Yes, sir. Re-uploading BDO trailers. True.
Makes me wonder if he is even from this planet and possibly playing Black Desert from somewhere in outer space. His knowledge of the game is almost at supercomputer level, and if you can understand what he is saying, you will learn a lot from this guy.
He's trolling me. He's trolling me. In fairness, to Chris's credit, Chris does make some phenomenal content. And by phenomenal content, I mean we have it muted with captions on the whole time. But there have been some patches that I unironically, I'm like, I don't know how to do this useless, meaningless event quest line or this stupid thing, whatever, this little thing here, little thing there. Chris has a video for that. And he is super useful for that because he got the little shit. He got that guy video for all that shit. And it's really useful. He does make some great content. That's why people love him so much, because no other YouTuber, all the rest of us are lard asses. We don't want to make the little ass videos showing you how to do the event quest line or what to do with them. You know, we're busy doing other shit. He will do that stuff. And it's great.
A+ tier. I'm Choice. I would...
Oh, so we're going up. Never mind. Now I just look like a jackass. Now I just... Never mind. So Chris was A, and now we're at A+. Wait, Choice hasn't put anything on YouTube in literally like 3 months. Wait, wait. It was a Chrono Odyssey I got to level 2 video. The last BDO video was like 2.5 months ago, and before that was another 2.5 months. In fairness, when Choice puts out videos, they are typically very good. So there's that. He is good.
Would put him at
I feel of our consistent YouTubers, I gotta say, Kendaya is kind of a goat. Kendaya is kind of goated. So is Azure and Sick Loot are also really good. Like if you just want like consistent content. Kadai is more like he's got guides, tier lists, stuff like that. But like the Iron Man content that Sick Loot and Azure put out are kind of good.
S tier, but it is because of him I watched his 700 GS in 110 days and spent 3 months at Orc Camp and ended.
How crazy is it that Choice did 700 gear score in like 100 days? And nowadays, if a new player came to me and was like, Blue, I got 700 gear score in 100 days, I would be like, what are you? What took you so long? You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. In fairness, Choice did the video like, what is that, 3 years ago now? It was a crazy run. He was carried. He also had it like booster. Like he definitely was inflating his shit. But like, honestly, he was gaming. He worked really hard. I remember him doing it. It was really good. Is Pansy good? Pansy's an incredibly good YouTuber. Yeah, I would put him in a top tier. The problem with Pansy is he doesn't put out enough content.
Ended up with deformed fingers from grinding. His smooth.
Wait, what did he just say?
At S tier, but it is because of him I watched his 700 GS in 110 days and spent 3 months at Orc Camp and ended up with deformed fingers from grinding. His smooth delivery of information and slick accent make him a Black Desert fan favorite.
He has an accent? Does Choice have an accent? I don't feel like Choice has an accent.
He loves to teach you in-depth combos and is a wealth of knowledge. However, if you come across him grinding, he is likely to grab you with his berserker and pile drive you off the side of a cliff.
I'd pile drive your character, that's for sure.
Apart from this, he is a nice guy. A+ tier. Quendia. His analytic min-max advice.
There we go, Quendia. I love Quendia. Quendia is kind of good at...
will have you making spreadsheets at a university degree level. His in-depth analysis to the game will leave even the most experienced players feeling like a complete novice. His knowledge of grind spots and class potential
I'm from Ukraine. Hello. Good to see you, actually.
Rising. And taking time out to listen to his advice will guarantee you billions of extra silver. S tier. By Septimus Prime. His warm, friendly nature will put you at ease when he is explaining you have to grind 2,000 hours to fail deck Karazad 20 times in a row. His
Drew, don't ask him about paddocks. Just don't mention... Okay, Biceps, a great YouTuber. Just don't mention his trigger words. Paddocks, grinding, Black Desert, Black Spirit, Warrior, Pirates.
all-round knowledge of the game is exceptional and his PvP skills are also legendary.
His PvP skills are legendary. Everybody loves to write Bicep off as like, oh, he's not very good. Bicep is unironically one of the best warriors in the entire game to have ever played. He literally has the title for the best in class tournament for a reason. And you know, everybody discredits him. He's like, oh, he's just gear carried. Actual that have never actually fought him. He is so good at that class. And I feel so bad because people undervalue how good he is at warrior.
He is a
mainly because again, he did it on the gear one.
Warrior through and through.
Hands is better. That's like saying that the best ranger in the game right now is shit because Flannels was the best. Okay, it's not fair. It's like saying that Bjergsen or Double Lift are terrible players because Faker is better. What are we talking about? What is that comparison?
True. Never losing faith that one day Warrior will be great again. His disappointed face when Warrior got nerfed.
Warrior actually just got nerfed again. That grab nerf, direct nerf to Warrior.
Was enough to bring anyone to tears. However, if you come across him in PvP, just wait for him to admire his biceps and CC him. S+ tier. Blue Squadron.
Oh, thank God, bro. Okay. I thought he was going to drag me down to the B tier. Okay, glaze me.
His outlandish antics and brutal advice will have any noob players soon up to speed. His 10 to 15 hour long streams will keep you completely entertained while you mindlessly...
Dude, why would you say 10 to 15? I'm only at 4 hours right now, and I'm like, oh, shit, bro. 10 to 15, bro, the bar is so high.
Slaughter the Black Desert local population. He is not only entertained soon up to speed. His 10 to 15 hour long streams will keep you completely entertained while you mindlessly slaughter the Black Desert local population.
Okay, yep.
He is not afraid to call out the
How the
developers
fuck
on
this
their
Blue
shortcomings.
Squadron guy even in S+ tier?
He's a loser.
His recent claim of the Heidel Ball update being 2 out of 10 was factually accurate according to Quenja's min-max spreadsheets.
Base! Wait, what the f-? Dude, I get nothing but flame for that, by the way. I got so much hate for saying that the ball was, like, not very good. I was like, the ball was kind of ass. I'll be honest. It's very underwhelming. But in fairness, I did say I don't think it's going to kill the game. You understand, last year's Heidel Ball made actively negative changes to the current game. Very different. This year's Heidel Ball, we have the current game, and then the game that they explained to us in a few months. Right? It's like, okay. But like last ball, they tanked large-scale PvP and a number of other things that people like so much about the game. Also progression and stuff, right? So the game physically went down. It was bad. Right? We lost a lot of players. This time, again, I don't feel like they did any like real damage to like the current player base. If anything, some great quality of life changes and stuff. But as far as balls go and like content releases, 2 out of 10. I stand by it.
When I watched his stream and he tapped deck Karazad,
Dania has a chance only for players that are in the top 1% of the 1% gear score. Top 1% gear score players get to do a Dania once a week. Everyone else, it's business as usual. Not even joking. Amania, thanks for the Prime sub. Appreciate you. That's why the ball was a 2 out of 10. Top 1% gets weekly gated content. Everybody else gets basically nothing. And that is why it was shit. However, new player experience got better. Mid-game experience, still really good, right? And that was good, because I think it pulled a lot of players into the game. The question is, retention rate into the long term, we'll see. We have that really big patch. I think it was super smart of them, that global app. The global app patch is huge. I think it was super, super smart of them to put it out all in one patch a few weeks after the ball, because usually the hype for the ball, you know, we have a bunch of people log in, mentor-mentee event, padding those stats, and then it takes again, right? But now what we're going to see is ball. People are starting to quit. Wait, big patch. Hold. Never mind. Or,
Hot take, emo
Good.
armors should be upgraded from Tricot.
who knows? But I think it is very interesting to put out a big patch like that. Keeps the game really interesting for veteran, returning players, stuff like that. Check Steam charts. I barely brought back anyone. Actually, I think you're about to eat your words, because we looked at this earlier today and I was pretty impressed. But like, actually pretty good. But I did say that this was going to happen. Remember, the ball happened in June, and it didn't really bring much back. But I did say we're going to see a bump in July for sure, and this is good. So we see this bump here, and this is actually a pretty damn good bump. This is actually pretty good. The problem with this is it's extremely deceptive. It's extremely deceptive because there's a mentor-mentee event. So there's hundreds of players, at least hundreds of players that made new accounts that are playing on them so that they can get the mentor-mentee rewards on their main account. And that is 100% padding the stats. Also, we have a lot of AFK players too. However, I still think that this number is sufficiently good enough that this is a good thing. But again, I was right. Ball was not super great. Bump in July. We'll see how August goes. We'll see how August goes. That's the real question.
his joyful screams were heard for miles around. He will always give no-nonsense advice and will rip you a new one if he...
Oh, there's nonsense. I don't give advice unless there's nonsense. Money back guarantee. Well, you're not getting your money back. And that is guaranteed.
sees you streaming idiotic content. A very entertaining streamer.
I didn't say that to you. What are you looking at?
Thanks for watching my guide. Please like and subscribe. And remember, if you see me grinding, please leave me alone and don't ask for a leech. I don't want to offend you by ignoring you or telling you to go away. Follow my guide and don't be a noob. Thank you and goodbye.
Bro, how many players actually come to you and ask for a leech? Like, actually, how many players actually come to you and ask the leech nowadays? No one does that. What guide? This is a guide on what YouTubers to watch. And to be clear, I agree with all of that. I think that all of those were good. Most of our YouTubers are great. The problem with our YouTube scene in BDO, it's not the fact that our YouTubers are bad. I don't know of a bad YouTuber in our bunch, except for maybe Cade, but he doesn't really do YouTube videos for BDO anymore because I ran that out of town. I would say our problem is that we don't post enough content. There's just not enough YouTubers. You know what I mean? And like, there's only so much Blue Squadron that people can consume every day.